going through many different trials. As a life coach, and I know you've seen some of these things, what would be your take on her story?
Wow, she did have an incredible story. I can personally relate as someone that is divorced with a little one, a toddler. So it hit home for me as she was talking about her story, and helping other individuals. As you know, as a coach yourself, that we're helping people get unstuck. It is a process, and so we just hold their hand and walk them through those processes as they're making those steps forward in life. So that's what I would tell, it is one step at a time, and it is a process.
One of the things that she said was that she found out that there were lots of other women that have gone through the same or similar circumstances, but that they felt like they were alone.
Yes.
And that's the power of sharing a story.
Definitely.
Lots of times we live in silos where we feel isolated and we feel like we're the only one.
That's it.
But in sharing a story, we realize that there are things that we all have in common. A lot of the same emotions, a lot of the same feelings that we share that we can use to help each other, to help one another. And that's the value of coaching, because it helps people to understand that they're not alone, that we have commonalities. And as we begin to share with others, the good thing is that we don't look like what we've been through on the outside. But because we don't look like what we've been through, others don't know
until we tell them,
until we share our stories with them.
True.
So it's really powerful that she is willing to share her story in order to help someone else. It's wonderful to know that there are people that are willing to share their story. And lots of times those stories are very painful, very difficult to have gone through, and even difficult to rehash in talking about it all over again, because it puts you right back in that place. But there's so much power in being able to share those stories. When you get to the place where you can share that story, that's when you know that healing has taken place, that deliverance has come, and those are the things that we need to use to help others.
Definitely, I totally agree. It sets you free, like you say. You can help others because you relate. They see that you're genuine, like as she shared her story, very genuine, very transparent, and that's what people want. That's what people need. Is like individuals that don't mind sharing that part of themselves, like you said, that unless they tell you, you wouldn't know.
You don't know.
You would not have any idea. And so it was a powerful story.
And that authenticity, people relate to what's real.
Very much
so. You can't tell me that you understand if you've never been through what I've been through.
Exactly.
But when you can say to me, I know because I was there. People can receive that. They're more open
they are.
to the help. When you can tell them that you have had that experience as well. So it's very important that we get to a place where we can share our story to be willing to help someone else.
Definitely. I 100% agree.
LaRonda, thank you so much for coming to our show.
Thank you.
We'll be back in just a moment with closing thoughts. In listening to Deborah's story, it is important to remember that there are millions and millions of survival stories out there. In sharing her story, she was able to allow people to have a glimpse into what her life was like and how she was able to go through the things that she went through and come out on the other side stronger and better. It's in telling the story that we get to have empathy for one another and have a better understanding of the circumstances and situations that come as a part of life. We know that bad things happen to good people all the time, but those bad things don't have to be the end. That is only a part of the story. There is always life. There is always opportunity for things to turn around and for things to get better. So for those of you that may be dealing with some of the same circumstances or situations, keep in mind that there is hope and there is help available to you. Please take advantage of some of the resources that are being offered on our show. Feel free to contact us on Facebook or on YouTube to get more information. There is help and hope for any person that's going through any circumstance or situation. Thank you for watching our show.